in last Thursday's game. The Orioles normalized after an awful start to the season, and the Mariners, on the other end of it, absolutely toiled. Welcome to the Dom Skiing Channel, your one-stop shop for the Mariners storylines on Seattle's minds. And the Mariners lost this game and were swept in the series 4-3, losing the series 3-0. And Bryan faced off against Zach Eflin, two of the top 50 starting pitchers in Major League Baseball. Wu being a top 10 option himself. Was excited to see Eflin, a guy that I've been wondering, why isn't he pitching better this year? The underlying stuff is there for him. And he did a great job in this one. Kept the breaking balls low, kept his fastball up and out of reach for most of our hitters. Eventually, though, Cal did get to one of his high fastballs, put a nice swing on it from that left-handed batter's box. Just had enough power, really popped it up to get over the fence. That gives the Mariners a lead in this game. Gave the Mariners, a good chance to win this game as they were up 3-1. But Bryan can't keep guys off the bases, and he can't keep runs off the board forever. And so he allows 3 runs in the 6th inning, unfortunately, and that wins the game for the Orioles. Really, back-to-back homers by Adley Rutschman and Gunnar Henderson. Adley getting the day off behind the plate and DHing in this one. The Mariners were willing to test Maverick Handley's arm, and it worked out a few times. But, so it's good to see the Mariners still running, still collecting stolen bases. However, you really got problems when guys are going to have their stats normalize against you. Wu's been excellent. Henderson and Rutschman completely been underperforming, having dreadful seasons so far. So when they go back-to-back off of Wu, it's kind of just normalizing. Numbers are normalizing. All numbers, that are outliers are going to normalize to the mean. And that's the worst analysis that you can give for such a human sport in baseball, but that's what the Mariners are seeing over the last week. You had some chances to win this game. Again, we could talk about the chances to win this game, but at this point, you kind of got to move forward. You look at the fact that Wu still strikes out 6 guys, gives you a good chance to win. Leguminous, Spire, Vargas all have clean innings. Build a little bit of confidence going forward. And then Cal. At least we have Cal, because he made this game pretty awesome for everybody like myself who attended it. Hits the 3-run bomb, gives us a chance to win, even when the one guy who's usually super solid falters a little bit. And it's really not his fault either, because we should be able to come back. If Bryan gives it to us, it's 4-3. We should be able to come back nonetheless. But Keegan Aiken, Andrew Kittredge, Brian Baker shut us down, and that's it. We only get 1 run over the final 3 innings after getting 8 off of Eflin in the first 6 innings. He still gets that quality start, allowing 3 earned runs to Cal on the homer, but that was really his only blemish on the day. He gets 7 strikeouts and 14 swinging strikes on 88 pitches for Zach Eflin. So he really did do a good job against us, except for Cal put it out in that kind of game of inches. Just barely blooped that one over the wall. Wu in this one still getting 13 swinging strikes on 88 pitches, so as good of a day as Eflin might have seemed to have had, Wu was right there with him, even on his worst day. So really not a whole lot changing, except for you do see the 2 Baltimore stars, Rutschman and Henderson, heating up a little bit in this one. Anyway, we moved on to Los Angeles, where we did lose the series early on, but came back yesterday with a win. Lost that series 2-1, but finally get to move into the week ahead. And I will be recapping these ones before the game today. See you guys then. Go peace.